I just checked your email this morning and it shows that your visa has been denied. Visa denied? What? Deny me visa? Why? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is SEDDY and I'm a Cameroonian based in Belgium. If it's your first time here, you're welcome, and my old subscribers, thank you for coming back. This channel is a baby channel and please subscribe. Today we are going to be talking about my trip to Belgium. That's my journey to Belgium, how I came to Belgium. It's a story time, but on this channel every story we tell is going to have a faith story behind it. It's going to have a message behind it. Before getting married, my husband and I planned that after the wedding I'll move to Belgium, I'll settle in Belgium where he lives. After the marriage, I went to the embassy. I deposited my documents in the embassy and I discovered I was pregnant. I got pregnant sharp like. So I had to deposit my documents in the embassy. Depositing your documents in the embassy, in the Belgian embassy in Cameroon. Mind you, at that time I was staying in Cameroon. Basically, getting the visa, you just needed to certify your documents at the Ministry of External Relations, then at the Belgian embassy or the Belgian consulate, depending on if you are in Douala or in Yaoundé. I went through that process, the medical was done and everything, and now I went to the embassy, I deposited my documents. Going to the embassy, I knew very well that okay, I'm going to the embassy, they are not giving me a visa on this day, but it takes a maximum of 3 months to get your visa. This is a long stay visa. There's a long stay visa and there's a short stay visa. Short stay visas normally would take between weeks because it's just a short stay, like tourism and probably a visit, a 3-month visit to Belgium. Those are short stay visa. But when you have like a student visa or a family reunion visa, those are long stay visas and they take more time to be processed. Now there are a lot of documents that you need from the spouse back in Belgium, or that for long stay visas there are a lot of documents you need from the spouse back in Belgium, or if you're coming for school you need some documents from the school from Belgium itself. You guys will not just believe the shock. This is the point where I just press pause on this channel. Just say, if you have not subscribed, go and subscribe before I finish this story, because subscription is free. Go and subscribe. Made an application letter. Normally the application letter is not something that difficult. You can either print it online, or you know the way Cameroon functions, there are people along the road, documentations that already have those printed copies. They fill it for you and you just pay them about 2,000 francs. It ended there. On the day of the interview, they don't even ask you any question. You just deposit your documents, your marriage certificate, prove that you're married. It has to be certified, your birth certificate, your ID card, your husband's documents back here, because they also need a proof of that your husband has a job, a house, and lives in Belgium. They need all that. If your husband is Belgian, you will not pay any fee at the Belgian embassy, but if he's not, you have to pay. So everything went well. I was like, nothing. What did they ask me in the embassy? Nothing. Well, they just took my document, everything. So surprising for me, they didn't even ask me to pay the 150 euro embassy fee. I just put it in my pocket. I was so happy. 4 months after, no response. This was now getting funny. It was no longer getting funny. 5 months after waiting, no response. We have contacted the embassy on several counts, no response. And you know, distant relationships, you guys just have these arguments at times, this little misunderstanding, especially when things start getting difficult like that. You guys are waiting for the visa and everything. So we had this misunderstanding and I was like, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. And he too was making like, I'm not talking to you. Not talking to each other. I got up, I had my morning devotion, and as I was sitting on my bed, because normally he will call me every morning at 5:30 when he wants to go to work, but because we're about for 3-4 days we're not talking to each other, he has not been calling me. But since I was used to getting up every day at 5:30, because also I was going out every day for my own business, that morning when I woke up, when my husband called, I thought, okay, I hope he's not just calling me, let's argue this morning, because I'm not in my mood of arguing, that kind of thing, or he's calling to beg. The way he called, he was so soft on the phone, and I was like, what is this? This is not the reaction I expect. He was so soft, he was so down. Any news? I said, no news. So he said, I thought your check your visa status. I said, no, I've not checked my email in a couple of days now. I don't just want to check because I'm tired of checking. This is 5 months I've been checking my email every day. All I see is visa in process. You have not checked your email. I was expecting that he would say he has checked and you have granted my visa. Behold, told me I have checked. I just checked your email this morning and it shows that your visa has been denied. Visa denied? What? Deny me visa? Why? The feeling I had, at this point in time, I cannot express the feeling I had. Should I cry? Should I shout? You're pregnant, all you have to do is calm down. Nothing else. Calm down, everything is going to be fine. I mean, I saw a different side of me. I never believed I had so much strength, but I would say this strength came from the point that I prayed throughout. Like, I have been praying about meeting my family. Like, I never ever prayed for the visa. I put myself together. I told myself, look, you got married to stay with your husband. You got married to start a family. Wherever God wants you to start a family, you start a family. That put me back in check. I told my husband I have to look for a house for myself because I was at my in-laws' place. I said, look, I want to look for a house for myself. I got married to start a family, and wherever God wants me to start a family, if God wants me to have a distant relationship, marriage, no problem. I'm going to look for a house. I'm going to rent the house. I'm going to furnish this house, and I'll give birth to my baby in my marital home. In the presence of my husband or not, I will have my home and start my family. I made up that decision then. I did not pray about it and I did not tell God about it. But a statement I made was, if I have to sleep in that house for 1 day and the visa comes, I will sleep in that house for 1 day. That was a very powerful statement I made, and I did not know how this statement will have a ripple effect on me. I did not know that this statement will come back to me. So my husband was like, babe, I'm going to file to check what happened to your visa. Please just be patient. I was like, you know what? Right now I don't have patience. I'm the one pregnant. I'm the one in Cameroon. I'm the one who knows what can happen. I can give birth anytime soon. I need to get ready to give birth to this baby. I paid 6 months rent. I paid caution for the apartment, and I furnished the house. Only a lawyer from Belgium can get the reason why your visa has been refused, because the reason is not put in your file. So he looked for an immigration lawyer. Opening my file at the immigration unit in Belgium, they saw all the documents there. So the lawyer was like, what is this? How can you guys say a document is missing when the document is in your file? You deny somebody a visa, and now the immigration told the lawyer, we are going to give her the visa immediately. Contact your client, her visa is going to be ready soon. So my husband said, I've seen the lawyer and the lawyer has worked on everything, and very soon your visa will be out. My husband had a business trip to Cameroon. My husband came. We had planned that, okay, after this business in Douala, we are going to do our echography, know the sex of the baby, and we'll do the remaining shopping of the baby. And before this man came, I told him, look, babe, buy everything for this child, ship it in your container. I want this, I want that. When they opened the container, I did not see a pin for a baby in that container. I was like, babe, but I gave you this list to buy all these things I put in the container. Why did you not put it? This child will not be born in Cameroon. Trust me on that. I said, oh. So there's this strange number that has been calling my phone. And whenever he comes back in the evening, he said, babe, there's this strange number calling your phone. No, it's unknown. I said, pick it. He said, no, I don't like to pick your calls. I said, just pick the number next time when it comes. The next day he went out, that same number called and he picked, and they said, it's the Belgian embassy. Are we speaking to SEDDY? He said, no, this is SEDDY'S husband. The embassy said, no, you cannot be SEDDY'S husband because her husband is in Belgium. He said, no, I'm her husband. I came to visit her and I'm using her phone. She's at home. He said, okay, we wanted to tell you that her visa has been granted and she should come and pick it up on this day. I was no longer excited about the visa. It's like, you have had a visa and you are not happy. I was just looking at him like, he said, baby, you're not happy. I said, understand. Think about that money. He said, is it your money? Looking at that, 6 years later, October again, God has taken me this far and he has made me to learn that I should be patient. Sometimes I should listen to the voice of God in the things I do, because most of the time we are just so spontaneous. Look at the amount of money I spent to rent the house. It's another October. I want to thank God. I'm so grateful. I've learned my lesson. He has made me more patient. He made me listen more to the voice of God. It made me pay attention to details, because honestly I always prayed, but I never prayed for this visa. I saw everything to be perfect. I felt like I just need to deposit my documents and they give me the visa. Why would they refuse giving me a visa? Why would complications come up? But the devil is doing his own part, and you also have to do your part. Don't always think that things will just go perfectly for you. So guys, this is how I came to Belgium, and I've been here now for more than 5 years, and for his mercies and his grace over my life. And I want to say, if you watched till this point, you're definitely a new family member. Please subscribe to this channel. Above all, please leave a comment below and like this video. Give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.